Alright, so here we go. First day of trying to get from the UK to Australia without taking any flights. Yeah, so we're about to get a train down to London, and then next week we'll kick off getting into Europe, which is probably step one. But yeah, I think that'll do for now. So it's a pretty big day today. It's actually leaving the UK for the first time. So yeah, we hit Europe and start actually ticking off some miles. Starting with a 25-hour coach to Prague, which is, yeah, not the best, but it's been down with rain all day here, so I'm not too sad to be leaving. UK to Australia without flying, day number 17. So I'd heard about a place nearby to Vilnius where they did the set for the Chernobyl miniseries, and I wanted to check that out. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of where this was, but I'll put it on the screen. It was a fair walk out of town, but well worth it, because it genuinely looked like a nuclear explosion took place in this place. It was a real hole, if I'm being honest, but in the best possible way, very Soviet. Apparently the person who built Pripyat also designed this town, which is why it looks so similar. I wasn't quite satisfied with the view from street level, so I set about trying to find the tallest building around to see if I could get in and get a higher view. After a while I came across this big one and waited around outside for a bit, and eventually when someone came back with their shopping I managed to sneak in after them. The building itself was a bit of a maze on the inside, and even just finding the elevator was quite a mission. And to be honest, this elevator looks like it was older than I am, which was kind of alarming, but it got me up to the top, and after a bit of looking around I finally found the view that I was looking for, which was, I'm going to say beautiful, I think. UK to Australia without flying, day number 24. I'd taken the bus up to Tallinn, but I've actually been here before, which meant I wanted to find some weird stuff to do that wasn't just the usual tourist spiel. That meant taking quite a long walk up the coast, and after passing an influencer in the wild who was having a pretty good time, I came to the Soviet statue graveyard. A load of countries have dumped the old statues that they don't want anymore, and it's got all your favourite communist characters like Stalin, Lenin, the Headless Horseman, and others. The UK to Australia without flying, day number 33. Ukraine wants tourists back, and I fearlessly answered the call. I'm absolutely myself. That meant taking a bus just across the border into Lviv, but unfortunately the coach driver was absolutely convinced I was taking the wrong one. It took a lot of local people to persuade him eventually that I'm not lost, I'm just stupid. As you'd expect, the coach was quite empty. It was pretty much exclusively Ukrainian women who were visiting home, and then also me. It was a good drive. I'd heard bad things about the border itself, but it was actually weirdly quick. I don't think it took longer than an hour in total. On the Ukrainian side, they were pretty confused, so I got asked quite a lot of questions, but eventually they let me in, and I even got this pretty cool stamp. UK to Australia without flying, day number 37 on my list. So I started with this place, the House of Scientists, quite a popular wedding venue apparently, but yeah, the whole time I was there it was just full of people taking selfies and taking photos of each other. It was quite boring. After that I decided to go up a hill to get a view of Lviv from up high, which, being hungover, this took far longer than it should have, but it was worth it because I got a pretty stunning view of the entire cityscape. People probably imagine the entirety of Ukraine as completely torn up by war, so hopefully this shows that that is not the case. You know, I say I can't drink like I used to a lot for someone who then immediately proceeds to drink like they used to. My brain was not really capable of independent thought. First thing we did was walk around the Christmas markets where they were selling all the usual sort of, what's the nice way of putting it, handcrafted souvenirs. After that, on the other side, we passed the Houdini Museum, which is hilarious because there's a really funny poster of Shrek drowning him on it. But nah, it wasn't really cultural o'clock. Instead, we went and got one of these beer towers, which were massive. So we ended up getting two of them. And then went to the castle. I think this was a castle. Maybe this is the Fisherman's Pacific. Well, I am really not very good at this. It was cool though, whatever it was. I think the main story of the day though was the friends that we made along the way, and having never made friends before in my entire life, this was quite a big moment for me.